For more videos, press the subscribe button and also turn on the bell notifications to receive the updates directly in your device.
Hi and welcome to Nehra Classes YouTube channel. My name is Vikas Nehra and this is session number 13 of our ongoing Ansible series. In previous sessions, we have already covered up several topics of Ansible. In the last session, we have covered up the Ansible roles. In today's session, we are going to cover up Ansible Galaxy. In this session, we are going to learn how can we upload the roles there on GitHub as well as on Ansible Galaxy. So without wasting time, let's get started. Before I start the session and show you how to upload the roles on GitHub or on Ansible Galaxy, we will first understand what is Ansible Galaxy. Actually, Ansible Galaxy is a repository for Ansible roles that are available to drop directly into your playbooks to streamline your automation projects. Ansible Galaxy is a Galaxy website where users can share roles and to a command line tool for installing, creating and managing roles. So let me show you. If I write Ansible Galaxy on Google, then it will show me the link for the Ansible Galaxy website. As soon as I will click this link, I will be redirected to the galaxy.ansible.com, and this is the website which is responsible for containing the roles. This website is called the Ansible Galaxy. So Ansible Galaxy gives greater visibility to one's Ansible most exciting features such as application installment or reusable roles for several configurations. Lots of people share roles in Ansible Galaxy, and here I have already shared one role. So you can upload the role as well as you can download the role if required. Ansible Galaxy is essentially a large public repository of Ansible roles. Galaxy contains a large number of roles that are constantly evolving and increasing. Galaxy can use Git to add other role sources such as GitHub. You can initialize a new Galaxy role using Ansible-Galaxy init, or you can install a role directly from the Ansible Galaxy role store by executing the command Ansible-Galaxy install, and after that you can mention the name of the role. So that I will show you later on in the terminal as well. This is Ansible Galaxy, and here if you want to search the role, you can click on search, and after that you can write the role name here. Like if you are searching a role for Apache, you can write there Apache and press enter. So it will show you the available roles for Apache, and you can download these roles and you can use them. I have already uploaded a role on Ansible Galaxy, so let me show you that as well. So if I mention my username here, it will show you the role. So this is the role which I created in the previous session. That role I have already uploaded on the Ansible Galaxy so that others can use it, and you can see that there are 2 downloads, means it is downloaded 2 times. So this is a place where we can upload the role if we created a role, and we can download the role as well if required, and that's why it is constantly evolving and increasing. How can you upload your role there? That I will show you later. So let's go to the Ansible server or the Ansible control node first, and there I will show you the procedure how can you upload it. So there are some commands that we can use with Ansible Galaxy. So if we are dealing with Ansible Galaxy, we can execute Ansible-Galaxy command. In case if we want to create the directory structure for the roles, we can execute Ansible-Galaxy init command that I have already shown you in the previous session. In case if we want to list the available roles, we can execute Ansible-Galaxy list. So this command will show you the roles that are defined in your machine. So you can see that Apache is there. So in case if you want to upload the role on Ansible Galaxy, first you can upload it on GitHub, and after that you can copy it from GitHub to Ansible Galaxy. So let me show you the procedure of uploading the roles on GitHub. So first of all, we will make sure that the Git packages are installed in our machine. So we can execute git -version command. So you can see that there are no Git packages installed in my machine. So I will first install these packages. So I can execute dnf install -y git command. So this command will install the git packages in my machine, and after that I can again execute git -version. It will show us the git version. Now after that we will go to the roles directory. So we will execute cd/etc/ansible/roles command, and we can list the roles by running the ls command. So you can see that Apache is present there. So we have already created the role for Apache server in the previous session. That is why this directory is here. And if I want to show you the complete hierarchy of this directory, I can execute the tree command, and these are the files and directories which were created in the last session for creating the roles. So all of them are present here. So first of all, we will copy the main YML file to this Apache directory. So let me go back to etc ansible directory and let me list the contents. So I want to copy this apache.yml file in the Apache directory first. So I will mention cp apache.yml, and I want to copy it in roles Apache directory. After that we will go to this roles Apache directory and we will verify the contents there. So let me execute the ls command. So the main playbook file is copied to Apache directory now. Now in the next step we will initialize the files for git. So we can execute git init command. So it has initialized the repository and it has created a directory there with the name as .git. If we will execute ls-lha command, we can see this directory. After that we will go to GitHub and we will create the repository first. So I will log in into GitHub and I'll go to repositories, and here I will click on new, and here I can give the name. So let me give the name as test repo, and after that I will click on create repository. So you can see that repository is created, and I will copy this URL of repository from here. So I will simply click on this button, or I can select it and copy it. After that we will come back on the terminal and there we will execute some commands. So here we will execute git remote add origin command, and after that we will paste the URL that we copied earlier and press enter. After that we will execute git status command to see the details or to see the status of the files and directories which we are going to upload. So you can see that all of them are showing here in the red color. Now in the next step we will execute git add and the directory, current directory. So we will mention the dot here and we will press enter, and again we will execute the git status command. This time it will show us all the files and directories in green color. So all of them are ready to be uploaded. Now after that, in the next step we have to execute the git commit command. So we will execute git commit -m, and here within double quotes we can mention created test repo roles, or you can mention any string here and press enter. After that, since we have not mentioned the details of the username and password, we have to do it from the command line interface only. So for that we will execute git config user.name, and after that we will mention our username which is there on GitHub. So my username on GitHub is ervikasnehra, so I'll mention that here. After that we will mention email ID, so we will write there git config user email and there we will mention the email address. So let me mention my email address there. After that, we will push the data there. So we will write there git push origin master command, and we will press enter. So here it will prompt us for the username and password. We will click here and we will mention the username there. So let me mention my username and press enter. After that, it will prompt us for the password. Here we will provide the same password for our account on GitHub and press enter again. And here you can see that it has successfully uploaded the data there on GitHub. Now we will go on GitHub and verify the same. So as soon as I will click here on the test repo, I can see the details of all the files and directories. So same directory hierarchy is created on the GitHub under the test repo. And here we can define everything, like we can mention the details in the readme.md file, or we can mention the steps that we can follow. So I'm not going to do that because it will take a lot of time. And if you want to follow us on GitHub, you can also do that. I have already uploaded many codes there. Let me show you my repositories. So these are the repositories that I have already created there. After that, we will go on Ansible Galaxy, and here we will click on my content, and after that we will add the content. So we will click here on the add content button, and then we will click on import role from GitHub. So it will show us all the repositories that I created on GitHub. And here recently I created the test repo. I will select it and I'll click on OK. So it will import all the data in Ansible Galaxy, and you can have a look at this. After a few seconds, our repository will be available, and you can go on my imports button. There you can see the details of the repositories or the roles that you have uploaded on Ansible Galaxy. So you can see that I have already uploaded one role in the morning 9 hours ago, and this one I just uploaded there. After that, we can go back on the terminal. Since we have already uploaded the roles on Ansible Galaxy, now we can easily use them from the command line interface, and we can get the details regarding the roles as well. So if you want to search a role on Ansible Galaxy, how can you do that? Let me show you. You can execute Ansible-Galaxy command. After that, you can write there search, and either you can mention the repository name or the username. So let me write my username there and press enter. So it will show you all the available roles that I uploaded on Ansible Galaxy, and make sure you have an active internet connection while executing these commands. So you can see that both the repositories are showing up on the terminal that I uploaded on Ansible Galaxy. Now in case if you want to get the additional details regarding any of these roles, so you can easily do that. So instead of Ansible-Galaxy search command, you can write there info. Instead of search, you can write there info, and you can mention the name of the role and press enter. So it will show you all the details regarding this role, like what is the description, whether it is active or not, commit, message, company name, Nehra classes, when it was created, what was the version of Ansible. So all these details are available, and it will also show you the GitHub link if this is imported from GitHub. So all these details you can get by running Ansible-Galaxy info command. In case if you want to do the Elasticsearch, or if you want to list all the available roles, you can execute Ansible-Galaxy command. After that, you can write there search, and there you can mention Elasticsearch and press enter. So it will show you all the available roles there on Ansible Galaxy, and sometimes it can take some time, so you need to wait here. So you can see the details. On the one side it will show you the name, on the other side it will show you the description, and the list is really long. You can scroll down to see the details of all the roles. Let's quit and proceed further. In case if you want to install a role in your machine, you can easily do that. First you need to search for the role, and after that you can easily install it. So let me show you. Suppose I want to install this role in my machine, so I will first list it and after that I will install it. So to install the role, I can execute ansible-galaxy install command, and after that I can mention the name and press enter. So this will be downloaded in my machine and it will be installed, and after that I can use it. So this will get copied in my home directory. This is the location. So let me list this. So all the directories and files for this role are present there. So the role is successfully installed. Let me show you the location. So this is the location. The roles are installed there in my home directory under .ansible directory, and here you can see that all the directories and files are present. Now if I need to use it, I can execute the apache.yml file, which is the main playbook file. But before that I will copy it to my home directory. So I will mention the cp command and I'll copy it to my home directory. Now let me show you this file which we are going to execute to configure the Apache server. So this is the main file that we are going to run to configure the Apache server. But before that I will show you that the Apache is not configured on my machine. So I will execute the curl localhost command, and here you can see that it is saying us connection refused. There is no HTTP service running. Now before I run the playbook, I will check it for errors. So I can execute ansible-playbook command, and after that I will mention the name apache.yml and I will write there syntax check. I will check this file for syntax errors. So the playbook is clean, there are no errors present. Now we can run this file to configure Apache in our machine. So let me execute ansible-playbook command, and after that I will mention -v for verbose and the name of the playbook file and press enter. So you can see that the playbook is running. It is gathering the facts, and here it is configuring the Apache server, and our machine is ready. Since I configured it on localhost, so that means my machine is now working as the web server. And let me execute the curl localhost command. So it will show us the same message that we mentioned in the index.html file, and here it is. Hi, welcome to Nehara Classes web page. Please subscribe our YouTube channel for technology tutorials. So in 1 second we could deploy the web server on our machine using the Ansible role. So this is the beauty of the Ansible roles. Now in case if you want to remove the role, how can you do that? For that you can execute ansible-galaxy command, and after that you can write there remove, and you can mention the same name. So let me copy the name first and I'll show you how can you remove it. So the name for our Ansible role is this. So let me execute ansible-galaxy remove command, and after that we will mention the role name and press enter. So this will remove the role from our machine. You can have a look at this. Successfully removed. Let me list the files and directories in my home directory, and there you can see that .ansible is present. If we will go to this .ansible directory, there you can see that the roles directory is there, and inside the roles directory no roles are present. Let me again list the contents of this role directory. So you can see that it is empty, since we have already removed the role that we installed earlier. So in this way we can use the Ansible Galaxy to upload or download the roles for different purposes. And Ansible Galaxy is the ocean of roles which you can use to make your automation easier and get your job done. So guys, that's it from my side for today's session. So I hope you would have enjoyed the session. If you like it, then do share it with your friends and colleagues and give a like to this video. And if you are new on this channel, then please subscribe us and turn on the bell notification. I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.